The murder of Samuel Paty. The murder of Samuel Paty, a middle school teacher in France, on October 16, 2020, was a horrifying act of terrorism that shocked the nation and highlighted the ongoing struggle between free expression and extremist violence. Paty was brutally killed by an Islamist extremist in retaliation for showing caricatures of the Prophet Muhammad during a class discussion on freedom of speech. His death sparked widespread condemnation, a national debate on secularism and freedom of expression, and a resolute response from the French government. Background: Samuel Paty was born on September 18, 1973, and was a history and geography teacher at the Collège Bois d'Aulne in Conflans-Saint-Honorine, a suburb northwest of Paris. Known for his dedication to his profession and his commitment to fostering critical thinking among his students, Paty was well respected by colleagues and pupils alike. The incident. In early October 2020, as part of a lesson on freedom of expression, Paty showed his students caricatures of the Prophet Muhammad that had been published by the satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo. The lesson was part of a broader discussion on the values of the French Republic, including secularism and free speech. Aware of the sensitive nature of the topic, Paty invited students who might be offended to look away or leave the classroom momentarily. Despite his precautions, the lesson sparked controversy among some parents and students. An online campaign against Paty was initiated, accusing him of disrespecting Islam and calling for his dismissal. One of the most vocal critics was Brahim Knina, the father of a student who had not attended the class. Knina posted several videos on social media denouncing Paty and mobilizing others to take action against him. The murder. On October 16, 2020, Samuel Paty was attacked and beheaded near his school by Abdullah Anzorov, an 18-year-old Chechen refugee. Anzorov, who had been radicalized online, traveled to Conflans-Saint-Honorine specifically to carry out the attack after seeing the online campaign against Paty. He approached students near the school, asking them to identify Paty, and then followed the teacher as he walked home. Anzorov attacked Paty with a knife, killing him and beheading him. He then posted gruesome images of the murder on social media, along with a message claiming responsibility and condemning Paty for insulting the Prophet Muhammad. Shortly after the attack, Anzorov was confronted by police and shot dead when he refused to surrender. Response and repercussions. The murder of Samuel Paty was met with immediate and widespread condemnation from French society and leaders around the world. French President Emmanuel Macron called the attack an act of Islamist terrorism and vowed to defend France's values of secularism and freedom of expression. Vigils and marches were held across the country in memory of Paty, with citizens and leaders emphasizing the importance of standing up against extremism and protecting the right to free speech. The French government launched a series of measures to combat radicalization and Islamist extremism. These included the closure of mosques and associations suspected of promoting radical ideologies, increased scrutiny of online hate speech, and the expulsion of individuals deemed a threat to national security. The government also introduced legislation aimed at reinforcing the principles of secularism and combating separatism. In addition to these actions, the Ministry of Education announced that a minute of silence would be observed in schools across France in memory of Samuel Paty, and that educational programs would be reinforced to promote the values of the Republic. Impact and legacy. The murder of Samuel Paty had a profound impact on France and the broader international community. It underscored the persistent threat of extremist violence and the challenges of balancing respect for religious beliefs with the defense of free expression. Paty's death also highlighted the dangers faced by educators who engage in discussions about controversial topics and the need for support and protection for those who uphold the principles of free speech and critical inquiry. Paty's colleagues, students, and family have worked to honor his memory and continue his legacy. Efforts have been made to promote educational initiatives that foster dialogue and understanding while standing firm against intolerance and violence. The case has also prompted renewed discussions about the role of social media in spreading hate and the responsibilities of platforms in preventing the incitement of violence. Conclusion. As we explore the murder of Samuel Paty on True Crime, we will delve into the detailed timeline of events, the investigation, and the broader societal implications of this tragic case. Join us as we examine the evidence, the impact on the French community, and the ongoing efforts to achieve justice and uphold the values of freedom and tolerance. The story of Samuel Paty serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of defending the principles of free expression and standing against extremism in all its forms.